If you're shopping for a new Kia EV9 but you can't find any information on what the brown interior actually looks like, look no further than this video and make sure that you watch the whole thing, because we are walking you through exactly what is going to be included on the Kia EV9 when it comes to the brown and black synthetic leather interior. Now, this interior option, it is only available on the premium and GT line packages, and there will be some slight differences, but we do have the GT line package here today, which we get to go and walk through. Let's go and take a look. So let's start off with what we have available in the driver's cockpit area. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be brown and black, so it's already significantly darker than what we see in our traditional two-tone because we're losing a lot of that white paneling. As I mentioned, this is filmed on the GT line trim, so we still have GT line debossing, but here you can take a look at the seats. So a mix of that brown and black, of course, with the brown being focused primarily on the inserts. Now, something I really like about what they've done on the EV9 is the fact that the brown is actually really relevant, or really prevalent is what I'm trying to say. Even on the doors, you'll notice that the brown plastic, it's predominantly brown. So we are seeing more of the colored interior really coming throughout instead of just sticking with basic black. And that's also going to extend to what we see on the carpets. We actually have brown instead of black carpet, which I think looks fantastic. And again, lightens up the cabin while still keeping that dark and moody tone. And then even on the dash, stretching across the dash, it's still going to be a mix of black and brown. So overall, I think that this is really well done, and you don't see that too often when it comes to colored interiors, that the color is going to be the more predominant option. Let's take a look at what we have in the second and third row. So second row, we have our captain chairs configuration, and again, the insert is predominantly going to be brown, but we still have some black encasing it on the seats, which looks really good. The brown is also going to extend to our leg rest for that relaxation seat. Here you get a good look at the fact that we have more of the brown carpeting. We're going to see more of the black, or the brown plastic, my apologies, when it comes to things like storage and the drawers, which again looks great. And then for some areas that are still relatively high touch, you are still going darker with the black, which is nice to see on the backs of the seats, especially if you do have kids who may put their feet up on the seat. This, of course, is going to stay a lot cleaner. Now again though, because this is the brown and it's not white that we're seeing on our two-tone, everything that is more of those high touch areas that you could be concerned about is still going to stay relatively clean, especially in comparison to the white, just because it is already a darker tone. I'm going to have Gabby just give a quick pan of the camera into our third row, just moving these seats up. They're not fast, but they do move up. And again, you can see that pretty much everywhere in the third row when it comes to the plastic is going to be all of that brown, with a couple little black accents, notably around the cup holders and other storage areas, which again, I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and I love that we get to see so much of this beautiful brown color. Let's take a look at what the cargo area is going to look like. Well, if you can't tell by the tailgate, of course, we're continuing the brown plastic even to the cargo space. So of course, on the inside facing of your tailgate, you're going to have it. This is really going to be the only area of the vehicle where you have more of a black fabric covering the floor. And again, probably because it's more of a high touch area. I like that still on all of our scuff plates for the trunk. We're sticking with brown, some chrome accents. But I think my favorite touch has got to be the fact that even the buttons and the controls are encased in brown. I think that's just a nice way of going the extra step in terms of design. And overall, I think that it looks fantastic. And of course, you're not losing any functionality or practicality with it. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful on seeing, hey, this is actually what the brown and black interior is going to look like on this vehicle, then give this video a like and comment down below if you would opt for a straight brown or two-tone interior like what we have today, or if you would stick with something a little bit more traditional like black all the way around. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!